So when the Fukushima happened, so something like TMI happened. Just nuclear technologies, the transporting it to advanced nation like Japan, Germany. So those countries learned a lot from the TMI. So Fukushima is another example for the newcomers to learn from the nuclear power. So in that sense, we in Japan, want to cooperate in the nuclear business by providing our takeaways to these newcomer countries. Wow. But this is NRC. NRC, well, I really appreciate it. As Nikita-san was appreciating it. I really appreciate the U.S. people and the government, regulatory agency and the people for their condolence and the corporations and provide the technical support. And without the U.S. cooperation, we could not survive up to today. So anyway, the industry took this initiative very, very seriously. Because just before they have BT oil, the incident in the Gulf of Mexico, and then so they took this incident very seriously, and they did a great job. NRC did also a great job. And then the summary of the NRC evaluation at the time of early situation is this kind of stuff will unlikely to occur in the United States. And then it is not a imminent risk for the operating reactors in the U.S. 104 units in operating here in the United States, but no risk at this moment. But we may change. We have to take a serious look at the design or procedure after the accident for the further safety. This is the NRC's stance. Well, U.S. is a leader in the commercial use of nuclear technologies, and nuclear is the U.S. origins. And then U.S. regulatory approach set the standard in the safety regulations. So the U.S. is leading the nuclear business. So the U.S. Nuclear business, nuclear industry is quite important. And then United States share the nuclear power share 20% of the total electricity here in the U.S. So the nuclear the plant is critical for the United States as well. And the U.S. and the nuclear is also the carbon-free technologies. And it's 70%, almost 70% of the carbon-free technology comes from the nuclear. Well, the problem with the United States is still the U.S. has supportive of nuclear power. 70, even though several percent down from the 71 to 62, but still U.S. general public is in supportive of nuclear power. And then the NRC is very active. Still right now the 2 design certification granted, and the 5 more design certifications are under review. 19 combined licenses under review right now. Well, what I'm saying is because not of Fukushima, the United States has the nuclear introduction slowing down because of the economy, because of the natural gas under the ground, because of the government politics. So right now, what is said as a nuclear renaissance a couple of years ago is now slowing down significantly. It will take some time to introduce new units here in the U.S. So what I think is quite important, it's good, because nuclear has to be incrementally introduced, even in the advanced nations. It is, of course, much more in the newcomer nations. So I strongly believe the Fukushima incident it would be quite a good caveat to the nuclear newcomer industry in the developing nations as well as the advanced nations. So I've passed a lot of time, quite a bit, so I will quit here, and if you have a couple of questions, I will.
We'll hold their questions till the end of the panel since we're running behind time. Our next speaker is Professor Bruce Everett. He's an adjunct professor of international business here at the Fletcher School. He is also a graduate of the Fletcher School, although he did